Good afternoon. This is your Doctor of Liberty, John Hilston, coming at you from the middle of nowhere, or Idaho. Anyways, I'm along the Oregon Trail. I may be interrupted once or twice by traffic noise here. I'll try to deal with that. Anyway, I'm standing in, try to give you a view of it, the actual ruts from the Oregon Trail. Now, of course, we cover that ground via things like I-86, I-84, I-80, things like that. But back in the day, to travel basically where the Missouri River bended at Independence, Missouri, out to what's now Oregon City, Oregon, it was about 2,100 miles. This also, the California Trail, was part of this as well. Of course, it turned south from here to go to California. But anyways, near me is what's called Massacre Rocks, and it developed that name because there was a conflict between the native peoples, the Indians, and the settlers. I'll wait a second. Well, you know, like we're in class, I'll wait a second while it calms down. Anyways, there was a conflict where a number of settlers, we're talking 14 to 16 range, lost their lives. Not sure how many of the native peoples, but you can understand why the settlers were upset, and I guess you can understand why the native people, the Indians, were upset. Anyways, so that's some of the unfortunate part of this, but you have to admire the grit of the people who came this way. You know, like we're accustomed to driving maybe 5, 6, 8 or more hours, and covering a lot of ground. They would cover 23 miles a day. They'd get up at 4 a.m., break down camp, have breakfast, load the wagons. They'd go 23 miles total, do the whole thing again the next day. Anyway, so I admire that grit, and I also sympathize with the plight of the native people who saw these people as trespassers. You know, you have to look at history, of course, from a multiple perspectives. Anyway, this is how America came to be what it was, crossing the whole North American continent. And this is your Doctor of Liberty. I'm out.